Hi guys, for those of you who keep koi carp like I do, we always have that problem where we wonder how we can make our feeding of our fish more effective. As you all know, koi carp are grazers in the sense that they actually just spend the whole day going around in ponds and in the natural habitats, scouring on the pond floor and digging for grubs and food generally. It's optimal that you feed them spread out and not gorge them at particular times of the day, and it can be very difficult if you, like me, have other commitments during the day. So I invested in this actually quite cheap koi feeder. It is extremely cheap, made in China. But it looks relatively okay made, and I'm enthusiastic to see how it works. It generally is a little feeder case, as you can see there. It comes with a mounting set where you can make a kind of 90-degree mount. I think I can focus it there. That 90-degree mount there at the side of your pond, or you can mount it on the top and just hang it over your pond in the middle, or anywhere you choose. Hanging and mounting it should not be a problem. Anyway, it consists of two water resistant compartments. It runs on two 1.5 volt batteries, which I've already installed there. It has a little timer in. If you listen carefully, you can hear it tick. And then what you do is you set this little timer to your local time. It's important to use the red button, they say in the manual. Oh, I forgot to mention, it comes with a very easy one-page manual in English. So you just turn this red button first and set it to your local time. Now it's about 1 o'clock here, so I'll just put it there. Okay, as soon as you've set it to your time, these little green tabs are for setting the amount of times the automatic feeder should discharge food in your pond per day. Now there are 6 possibilities for 6 different feeds. I would not want to feed my fish at night. I don't do that. I like to do it in the daytime. So I'll choose 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock, and then probably 6 a.m. in the morning. What I did is I just set it 1 hour behind my local time, so it's actually, the timing would just be 1 hour less. So if I set it for 2 o'clock, it'll actually feed by 1 o'clock, and if it's 6 o'clock, it'll feed by 5 o'clock, and you know, that way. So that's by and large all that needs to be done here. It has a little gasket there, probably to keep it water resistant. I'll see if it works, and I'll of course let you know over the next 2 days if it doesn't work. So that's this part of the chamber, and then if you tip it round that side, you have a similar chamber with a food tray. They claim it can work for all types of dried food. This chamber can be removed and opened to fill up with food. So what this essentially does is that when it reaches the pre-allocated trigger time you've set for feeding, it just rotates, and when it rotates, the food falls out from this opening into your pond. You can regulate the amount of food you want to come out into your pond with this little tab there, but my koi are really greedy buggers, so I'll just open it to full. So you fill it with the food your pellets there, and close the container again and place it this way up. Of course, it's written there, in. And close. And that's about it. And let's see if it works. As you can see, it's raining. It's virtually been dropping all day, and the unit has been out for some hours now and is totally wet outside, so I'll just see if it's as resistant as they claim. Well, the food compartment is dry, quite dry, so so far so good. Well, I'm out here now with the camera on a tripod. I'm hoping to catch when the automatic koi feeder triggers. As you can see, I have mounted it in one corner of my pond. The pond is just springing to life after the long winter. As you can see, the plants are just trying to establish themselves again after the downtime. The koi are swimming around looking for food. They're virtually always hungry. I put the feeder over the corner where I have a return pipe from one of my filters. Now the idea is that the bubbles from the return pipe will spread the food around, so as many fish as possible have access to it. This will be the first time I'll experience the koi feeder triggering. So I have the camera on a tripod, I'm hoping that it'll catch it even if I'm not around. Another thing I was a little bit curious is my skimmer. As you can see there, it's wobbling a little bit from side to side. Pay no attention to that. It's just because of all the rain today, the water level is a bit above what it usually is, so the skimmer is wobbling. Well, like I said, I was a little bit curious to see if my skimmer will take the food that the feeder discharges before the koi get to it. I'm hoping that's not the case, and well, even if it's the case at first, I'm sure the koi will soon learn that food falls from heaven in that corner, and that will make them keep an extra eye out. As you can see, they have no problem going around the pond, and if this feeder works as is described to in the manual, then that will be absolutely brilliant. It's a little bit cold, you can hear it from my voice. It's been raining all day. Temperature is about 12 degrees centigrade, and the water is about 15 degrees centigrade. It has been a bit warmer the last week or so, but because of the rain today, the temperature fell. It should be rising again from tomorrow. Well, let's see if we can capture a discharge from the koi feeder. It's just discharged, I can see. Lucky for me, I'm here. And the koi are a little bit shy, but I guess they'll soon notice that there's food. They actually have never been fed at that corner, so one of them is going for it, and as soon as one starts feeding, the others follow. Well, she seems to be arresting most of what the skimmer wants to take. So not bad for a first attempt. I would say what came out was approximately the same amount I have maybe with a handful. A little bit more possibly, but again, I can regulate the amount by adjusting the feeder.
koi are beginning to overcome their shyness. Most of the food is actually still in the corner there, which is good. The waterfall, the current from the waterfall is pushing it against the sides, which is good. At least the skimmer is not taking anything at the moment, so that's good. And as soon as the koi get used to feeding in that corner, I'm sure everything will be okay. They must be a little bit confused because they usually don't get fed there. Well, by and large, I think I can conclude that so far so good. I will see how this feeder works over the next few days, and if it happens to have any bugs or anything that raises an alarm, I will add that to the description in this video. I hope this review proves useful to somebody. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up if you like the video, and have a nice day. Bye.